from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. We might even consider that as part of the reason that he couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The slot man in motion right. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Now back to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller now in his 4th season in the NFL.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This 2nd and 4.
Black one. Let's go. Yellow, 43. Cut.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Let's go now. Black, 96.
They'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Ready. 52 Blue.
They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. Oh, that one well designed as they'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there on a first down for Chicago. A perfect example right there, Charles, of why they love this rookie runner.
And think about how the NFL and the college games are meshing together more and more. You don't have to go to the NFL and learn a new set of skills. What you did in college often makes you ready for the NFL.
Here we go. Blue check. Hut.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Check pink. Set. Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll get it down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
A gain of 14. First down, Chicago.
Ready. Yellow. Lonnie. 33. Yellow. Hut.
Now a handoff running through the middle. He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
A 3-yard pickup.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are, you know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it, 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Let's go. Up. Red. 38. Set. Hut.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
And there's an offense that didn't panic after getting down early, and with good reason. No better way to silence a home crowd than with a nice, long, sustained drive. And they were able to put one together here and finish with the touchdown run.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we are tied 7-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The home team's offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
Second and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Hey, look at this defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's a give up the middle. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So it winds up a very smart decision to throw the flag. They reset the spot, and now that's a 1st down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Ready?
They'll set up to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go.
Back to throw. He'll try to, and he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
He'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. He is the NFL's leader in rushing yards to this point in the season. And if he can replicate or even surpass the production that he had over the first half of the year, he's going to have a good chance to take home the title.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Blue check. Ready. Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
45.
42-yard
Right.
line.
Ready.
On second down, they'll run it here. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
On the double.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here we go. Set. Check pitch. Ready.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Red 38. Opposite. Green. Set. Go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Come on. Set. Black. 95.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Yellow.
They're going to look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
50. Green. Blaster. 6. Set. Cut.
They're going to try and throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete.
Intended for his buyout. Incomplete. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
38-yard line. Brings up second down.
6, go!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
That's good for a first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Go! 70 Lions!
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rodriguez. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 3 at the 18-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rodriguez. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
19!
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Second and goal.
They'll look to throw here. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Our home team 21.
That time a 6-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And able to get this out to the 25. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the
Ready.
25-yard line.
Black ultra. Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. Cut, cut.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hit. Mega. Let's go now. 33. Yellow. Ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
32. Ready.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. To the right side and intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Second and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
17 at the 42-yard line.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. As we transition into the second half of the season, you can see he's the NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Check, pitch.
Second and inches.
Come on, set.
They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
That's another first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Ready. 45. White. Hut.
Now a handoff running through the middle. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Ready. 50. Green. Set.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he stopped immediately there. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Ready. Block 40. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Down. Black. 95.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Ready up.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Black swap.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
That's quick. Yellow. Blue. 32. Hut.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Smith. Yellow. 43. Ready.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard
Check. Pink.
line.
33. Yellow. Hut.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Here's 3rd and 10.
And it brings up 3rd.
Let's go now. 45. White. Ready.
They'll set up the throw. And he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Ready. Yellow. 22. Ready.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
2nd and 4. Short one here, complete to his tight end. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. Oh, heck of a... And now the rookie's free. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Visitors 7.
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a play fake here on first down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This is intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
Throw left side complete. That's Rodriguez. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That's a gain of 10.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. It'll go as a gain of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
3rd and 4.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Visitors 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter.
Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got him in. Complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Ready. Black. 90.
They'll drop the throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow. 40 to black ultra. Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
60 red. Edo blue. Ready.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Around 39-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking right side, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He's going to try and do this himself. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Second and 15. And he will find his man on the outside. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Set go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got a man, it's Rodriguez. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect it.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Intended for his windup. It's now second and 10 at the 25.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Come on, set. 60 set.
Now back to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
6, 10 black.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now the ball comes loose. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 9. Now he'll try to run with this. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Green Jack. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
Blue striker. Let's go. 6 cluster. 6.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. They got his man complete. And all the way down to the 42. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. Oh, that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
33, yellow. Punt.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And And now it's third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Down. Drill green.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's taken down inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
Red check pink. 60 ready.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Here we go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Switch, set, hut. 45, white, hut, hut.
They'll try to run this one in. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Here we go, sack. Go.
On the give, this is their fullback. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Second and 9 now. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Down the left sideline. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Let's go now.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
At the 31. A gain of a yard.
Here we go.
Brings up third and 1.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth